Hello there, and welcome to our Christmas Fireside Chat. It's such a busy season. There's so much commercialism around. So let's just stop, be quiet for a moment, close your eyes, and just be grounded. Breathe in peace, and breathe out stress. Breathe in peace. Breathe out stress. And welcome. I'm so glad that you choose to join me. And today, in the midst of all of the madness and chaos that the Christmas season can bring, just take time when you feel stressed or overwhelmed, when you are not enjoying all the things that are going on. Find a quiet place. There's a warmth and a welcoming to a fireplace. So if you can go draw near a fireplace, or just a thinking prayer chair like I have in my office where I start every day, it's very grounding. It's very peaceful. It helps you sort of reorganize your priorities and realize what's really important. You know, Christmas really is a magical time of year. And we always try to make it magical in our house. Even though as a military family we were often moving, we were temporary in a community. But we wanted to give back. We wanted to add value and make a difference while we were there. So remember in Louisiana, I have two short stories I'll share, or at least I'll make them short. The first one is I was teaching kindergarten there in DeRidder, Louisiana. And there was an outlying school there that took in sort of rural children and all. And they needed a kindergarten teacher, and I agreed to come into the classroom. I had a little girl there that by the Christmas season, I realized that she had very, very little. Her parents were very, very poor. And she kept talking about this doll that she wished for Christmas. And, I did a little checking and I realized that they couldn't afford to provide that doll for her holiday. And so I kept telling Frank, that it just really haunted me, that it meant so much to her. I remembered my Tony doll that I loved so much that I really nurtured and loved for years in my early years, elementary school and junior high. And I thought about how much I adored my Tony doll. And so Frank surprised me. He didn't tell me he was going to do it, but he did go to the principal and he got clearance to get that doll and bring it to the little girl. They called her to the principal's office, and Santa Claus, Frank, was the Santa Claus in all of his glory, and he presented this doll to this little girl. It was a beautiful thing. So you can believe that she still probably believes in the magic of Christmas. Because what that really is being aware of others, of being kind, of being generous, of having a spirit of what do you need and how can I help you? So let's try to remember that as we go through December. This is the first day of December. Another really cool thing that he did is he used that Santa to be wherever we were. Also in Louisiana, he distributed gifts in his Santa Claus uniform on Christmas Eve to all of the children nearby in our neighborhood. He had taken the time to go to each home and sit down with the parents and get the child's name, get their age, and what their Christmas wish was. And then the parent provided the gift, but Santa showed up on Christmas Eve with this gift. specifically for that child that fulfilled their wish for Christmas. It was a beautiful thing. And even though we were temporary and transient and moving, we made a difference in different ways. It was intentional. But the real reason for the season, beyond the hurry, bustle, travel, gifts, gift exchange, not that all of that is not beautiful memories that you can create as a family, but the real reason for the season is the birth of Jesus. So on Christmas Eve, we would also sit down with our sons, and as they got older and could also read, they would read the Bible story, the story of Jesus, the birth of Jesus. We would read it in each gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And then we talk about the birth of Christ and the grace of his coming to earth, to consider that we were worth the sacrifice, the pain and the agony that he had to go through to come and save, people like us who are just so human, who mess up even when we mean well, and forgive and to offer the free gift of salvation. Thank heavens for that. I'm so humbled by the thought. I'm so grateful that I grew up in a family of faith who taught me what Jesus did for me, what he's willing to do for you. I hope you know the stories. If not, take the time, read the Christmas stories in each gospel, and take it into your heart that to him, you individually, and all of us collectively, mattered enough for him to give his life for us. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the madness. Take time to breathe in peace and to breathe out stress. I love and appreciate you. I'll see you next week with a New Year's message for 2026. Cheers.